Good morning. I'm just trying to plug in. Just plugging. Oh, hang on. Get some power going. There we go. Right. Next up, get some tea going. Honestly, girls came back yesterday, and there's crap everywhere as a result. Honestly, everywhere. Well, it's mostly Connie, to be honest. It's lovely to have them back, but Jesus. Morning Rosie, morning Julie, morning Jewel. I've done titles Ask Me Anything because Emmy, Resell and Flourish on Insta's doing a reseller discussion thing for the month or something. I don't know. She's Resell and Flourish anyway on Emmy on Insta, and today's is Ask, and everybody on Insta's doing Ask Me Anything on their Insta. So I thought I'd just do Ask Me Anything on here. So if you've got any questiones, anything you like, ask away. Also, I have 2 wholesales from eBay. Woohoo! So I'll show you those. I've got plans for the week, whatever. How? Sideshow Bob every morning. Good morning, Limelight. Good morning, Catherine. Good morning, Carol. Babs. Crispy. How are you doing and whatnot? Oh, good question. Thank you. Can I show you down? Some water. I think it's tipping it down. And we've got some. Let's get this tea bag sorted out. Yeah, that's a really good question about whatnot, actually, because it's obviously something I really enjoy. You will know I like live reselling, but like anything, it's like I've said, I'll need to treat it like a hobby. But even as a hobby, I don't want to be paying to be on there, if you know what I mean. Like, you need it to be marginally profitable. So it's a tricky one. Very tricky. I really want to do it, but it's a case of, can I get, like anything, can I get cheap enough stock to sell on there so everyone can get a bargain and I'm not actually losing money? Do you know what I mean? It's really, really tricky. So, it's that old thing. Do you take the gamble of starting everything at £1 to draw people in, but then things go for £2 or £3 and you're literally losing, £5 on every item? I can't do that. So a lot of people lose they call it losing their heads. They lose their heads. Well, they lose something. I think it's their wallets. A lot of people have done that in the US where they're like, right, I'll start everything at £1, but then they lose a lot of money doing it that way. And it's really tricky. It's nice to also have the kind of different, crying out loud. Yes, crap all over the table. It's nice to have some £1 starts, some £5 starts, and then I've got some £10 starts because obviously it's silver rings. It's like anything, isn't it? Balancing act. But I really enjoy it, so I really want to try and find some stock that's viable, because I do enjoy it. But we'll see. And it's certainly, bizarrely, I'm just having to wipe the table of all the detritus that's collected since last night somehow. People have had cereal, sandwiches, whatever. I just had an email saying, "Oh, you're eligible for selling luxury handbags and accessories, so take the quiz." I was like, okay. Took the quiz and now I'm approved. I'm like, what? Why? Because I don't sell handbags. I mean, I was thinking, what comes under the accessories? Is that jewellery? I need to look up. So I'm like, why have I been sent that? Anyway, I'm approved. So if it is, but then I don't know what difference that makes. What difference does it make if you're approved in that category? No, it can't be jewellery, can it? Because I sell in that already. I don't know what that's about. Yeah, there you go. Does that answer the question? Anybody else that's that's using Whatnot, especially if you're buying jewellery? I know some of you have bought jewellery from me. Oh, I don't know. I did have a couple of sales on Vinted actually as well, and also thank you to the dog lady, the dog loving lady. I can't remember her name on which one it was. Sorry, I won't mention you by name, but I know that you like dogs. Thank you very much for your purchases and finding me on Vinted to get those. Yeah, I've got a couple of Vinteds as well. Those have already gone out. I think that was Saturday, but I've got a couple of Vinteds I can show you as well. Shall I look those up and get them out? Morning, Claire. Actually made it to a live. Congratulations. Woo, your views on other resellers who only talk about Whatnot, eBay, not you, by the way. My views on other oh, is that a thing at the moment? Because I was watching John Luke, and he did this video where he was saying it was like he'd received a lot of complaints for talking just about Whatnot and not enough about eBay. And I thought, he was really trying to he was really kind of apologising and saying he would do different content, which I just found it really weird because obviously on here, you just see me, warts and all, and just life. But then I'm not a professional YouTuber, and I would say he is a professional YouTuber because it's probably a proper stream of income. So maybe he's trying to accommodate his viewers because they're kind of paying guests, aren't they? But because I was like, you don't need to apologise. Just talk about what you want to talk about, and Whatnot's a big part of your life right now. I'll say that's what you're talking about. I was really I'm really confused by this. But is that a thing? Are people, because I'm not in any groups or anything, are people complaining? Sorry, so your views on other resellers who only talk about Whatnot? Oh, not eBay. Yeah, I mean, I've had obviously long periods where I haven't even spoken about eBay because I haven't been eBaying, or hardly eBaying. But also, the thing on here is, I don't know how many people come for the reselling chat. I think they just come to put me on in the background mostly because I could be showing my new Hoover and people are seem just as interested in that as what I've sold. I think I might be wrong, but I don't think mine's although it is a reselling channel because I'm a reseller, that's just what's happening in my life. I don't think people don't really tune in for reselling content because it's not very pearly pearls of wisdom, really. Occasionally there's a nugget, but nugget. But yeah, so who do I watch? I watch lots of YouTube. So, I suppose, so I do watch like Daily Refinement, and I do watch when tech things come out, but I specifically watch that for reselling. But then I watch like Faye J because she's just a lovely human being, and ooh la la. Julie, I got some really cheap Cindy furniture the other day. Great find, love it. Oh, yeah, I love Cindy. I grew up with Cindy. Good morning, RJ. Good morning, Lisa. Neil, hey. Rosie, German Shepherd lady. I sold a German Shepherd pendant yesterday to Kitty, Sarah. But she's not on YouTube, is she? Sorry, I might be missing a point there. Or are you talking about the lovely lady that bought some bits from me? I might be lost. Nothing new. Has anyone outside? Oh, I'm going to sit down for a sec, then I'll get the Vinted things that I've actually sold. And since Saturday, my 2 whole of the weekend eBay sales. Oh, look at the fucking state. Don't look behind. Neil, has anyone outside of reseller social circles even know about Whatnot. No, they don't. It's just like Posh, and the same in America, where a lot of them say, why don't they advertise? It all seems to be us resellers that know about it, and it's us. It's like they Whatnot rely on resellers to bring people on board. You know, and I've brought people on board that aren't resellers that are now buying on Whatnot, but it feels like that's not enough long term. It feels like, I mean, same in the US where they're like, when are you going to advertise? But it does feel bigger than Posh. So can it just grow organically like that? I do feel like they ought to advertise. And that was always a beef with Posh, and it's a beef in the US with Whatnot as well. I don't know why. Well, it's expensive, but I mean, look how well Vinted have done as a result of advertising. Who have you got a new Hoover? Well, I'm on my second one here, because the first one I always break, the bins always break really quickly. I only had it, I think, 6 days. So I'm on another one here, which is fabulous, I've got to say. The head like really properly wiggles about. I love it. But that's another video. Good evening, Dawn Sherry Paul. Married to Reselling. Good morning, Fern Simon. Surely people can talk about what they want. Yeah. Maybe it's those that pay for the content that are upset. That are in. But then if they're in groups, surely. Maybe. They paid to be in a Patreon group or something. Do you mean? And now it's all about Whatnot. Maybe. Maybe. But then I suppose they've paid to be in a reselling group. It depends what they've signed up for, I suppose, doesn't it? Joel, you are like a friend from work. Talk about everything, including work. Thanks. Yeah, because that's cheap for me. Quite clearly, it is like grab a cuppa. I mean, you've seen it all. I like the offloading of the ups and downs of my life. It's a real. You know, I've said a lot. It's like therapy for me. It is. Yeah, it's just like having a chat with a friend, isn't it? So. And also, I love the comments and all your interaction and the advice I get. And, do you know, there's been, very few, like, that's a bit, very few, which is great. YouTube subscriptions, it said, do you mean like that's not Patreon, is it? It keeps saying that to me. You're eligible to have a membership for something. I'm like, have you seen my content? Julie, eBay is so slow, I think, till everyone gets paid again. 2 rings I think that was the whole of the weekend. And everybody's talking about it as well. It's not just, it's the same though. There's always obviously going to be a few that are saying, I'm still fine. But it seems like the majority of people are saying, what the hell is going on? And I do my market research in really small groups. Like I just asked my friends and Connie and her mates, where do you shop right now? And, it's mostly Vinted. None of them shop on eBay. And it's telling, isn't it? But then, for me personally, I'd love to find somewhere where I could sell decent jewellery for a decent price that isn't eBay. Let's look. Neil, my thoughts similar. Whatnot can't afford to advertise like Spock, Vinted, etc. I can't be asked to download another second-hand shopping app. There's a bit more to it than the other, like Vinted and that, because it's live selling. It's a weird thing. It's half entertainment. I suppose like QVC and people, it's half entertainment, and like retail therapy is entertainment, isn't it? It's not just about, I actually needed that new top. You actually didn't. It was entertaining for you to go shopping. And this is because we also shop online now. We're getting that retail therapy online. So if we can be entertained at the same time. So I watch Ministry of Thrift, and luckily they're quite happy to have me abuse them. Not in a troll. They might say it. They might go, God, Shelley, she's a troll. But I think they get my sense of humour. They're freaking hilarious. And I do buy from them as well, but there is an element as well of where that we'll do, I think, where we buy stuff from people because we like them. We want to support them. And yeah, who else do I watch just for entertainment? Yeah, I mean, there's certain people that actually switch off because they grate on me a bit, and that's just, you just gel with certain people. So certain people I come on like, oh no, I can't stand their voice, or actually, like, I watch Pooey and Daz, isn't it? I always get that wrong, Daz. And at first I was like, oh my God, who's this lady? And now she's so lovely. And I watch, partly for entertainment. And somebody said yesterday they were on my show just to watch, really. I was like, oh, fair dues, happy to help. Where were we? Good morning, Carol. I love your morning chats. Thank you, Carol. I like the little pink hearts. Oh, about everything. So I can't speak. That's going on in your life. I'm not a reseller, and none of my friends or family know about Whatnot as they haven't done any PR for it. Yeah, it's a bit of a worry, isn't it? I just need to remember what happened with Posh and not go too, because I have a tendency to go all in on stuff, as we know. Oh God, it looks like a bit. Okay, cover my modesty. So I need to just bear that in mind as well. But it does feel bigger than Posh, but you never know. Yeah, I think lots of people, I don't know how you found, maybe it's where I've popped up on that. Oh, actually it does. I do a quiz every week. It gives me a quiz on YouTube and on the studio and says, how did people find you? And it says, was it from popping up on next video? Was it from searching for you? And it's not usually that they've searched for me. It's usually that you just came on and they were like, oh yeah, all right. Yeah. Oh God, I'm tired. Right. Neil, slow eBay weekend here. A lot of people saying that. Been dealing with more returns and questions than sales. That's February for you. Yeah, I've got, like I closed one down and then another one popped up. I was like, and do you know what? It's the same old thing though, isn't it? The ones that were trouble from the beginning with the questions and the annoyances, and she was quite rude even before she got it, because she accused me of having underpriced the thing, and she had a package to pick up and it was going to cost her £5. And I said, well, I only posted it this morning because I don't think it can be that. I've done it tracked, and it's only a ring, so I don't think it can be that. And then she eventually said, oh no, it's not yours. And I'm like, oh, sorry. Okay, yeah. And it was her. Yeah, she's like, quite an unpleasant thing that she's sending it back. I was like, okay, but you just get the impression that her whole life's a pain in the ass, or she's a pain in the ass in life. Yeah. Yeah, I haven't really had many. I'm not getting many questions at the moment, touch wood. I mean, I'm even photographing rings against a tape measure now, and I'm weighing things. There's like, go on, you ask a question, come on, like, I've given you everything. I dare you to find a question to ask me. Crispy, eBay definitely seems slow, but just had a sale, so hopefully it continues. Woohoo! So that was a bit uncalled for, wasn't it? Oh God, yeah. I feel like, I think I said this last week, I feel like going forwards, eBay, I'm going to put very select stuff on there that people might be searching for, rather than just, it's really tricky, because eBay says to me in the analytics, in the therapeutic product research, it says, don't sell rings. Sell all these things on the first page. Go to the second page, right? That's where rings are for you. Don't sell them. And yet, because I've got mostly rings on there, I do sell rings more than anything else that I've got. So it's really tricky. It's really tricky. But then also, I don't think it's just about that. I think people are shopping elsewhere. And that's why we've got less sales on there. Carol, are you... Oh, sorry. What have I missed? Claire King, good morning. I've noticed a sudden influx of eBay ads. It's always a sign sales are down. Oh. Well, yeah, we know their sales are down, don't we? It's going to get worse. And I think it's also a bit of a self-fulfilling prophecy. The higher they make the fees, the more some people will be stretched so much that they are looking for other platforms to sell on. So they will be bringing their newer offerings to other platforms, which is also going to help the other platforms be more attractive because there's more newer stuff coming on there. It's just in my humble opinion. Woo. My kids and friends only use Vinted. Vinted's massive. Vinted is massive. Maybe it will be good, when there's definitely be drawbacks when they go pro, but, if it means that I could, the little dawning of light, if it meant that I could sell all my jewellery on there, yeah, I would pack up shop again. I probably will pack up shop after the free shop thing ends anyway, because it won't be worth it to me. Can't pay 80 quid a month for like one sale a day. It's ridiculous. Carol, are you able to ride this eBay storm of lack of sales? Yes. Yeah. I know it doesn't seem like it, and Catherine will probably piss herself if she's listening still. I think you are, Catherine. I can be quite frugal when I need to be. Catherine will be like, don't even talk to me. You shop in Waitrose and other places, and Iceland, and sometimes Aldi. No, I'm fortunate that I've just got to cover, bills and living and the girls here, because I don't have a mortgage on this place. So if it comes down to it, I'm not getting a job. I'd rather sell my body, but might be better off on eBay. Yeah, I've always managed, and I will manage. And I'm trying other things. I'm always trying other things. Like, yeah, I'm putting more love back into Vinted, and that I feel like is going to carry me through again. It was carrying me through a while back, and it's going to carry me through again. I just need to give it more love and think about it and keep on it and get out there. Well, I'm going to be going out there today, actually, because I've got to pop back to BHF because they could only get one sofa, and I need to go and see about the refund on the other sofa. But also I want to buy a couple of maybe single chairs from them and maybe just exchange. So while I'm off doing that, I'll do a bit of sourcing, which was fruitfulish. It was fruity last time I went there. Catherine, every eBay ad I see is for car parts. Oh, well, that's what they're bigging up moving into, isn't it? I guess it's another thing where that's where money is, and they're also doing that. If it doesn't fit, you can send it back, no hassle or something like that. So it's one of their areas. So they were concentrating on trainers, luxury handbags, I want to say, and now it's car parts at the moment. I had something on my fingers there. Yeah, it's just their thing at the moment, isn't it, that they're trying. All platforms slow at the moment. Couple sales on website. RJ. Yeah, it is also a sign of the times. Carol, I follow loads of resellers as I would love to do it, but then I see the real side of reselling. It's freaking hard work and it's mentally stressful. But then obviously we carry on because we're like, oh, it's that stress, or it's like some twat manager stressing you out. Oh, yeah. And having to beg to take holiday off and them going, I don't know. I'm like, I'm not your slave. Please can I take some holiday? See the real side of reselling, which you talk about, and then I think, no, I'll just stick to just buying safer. Skibby Shaggy, good morning. You ever think Vinted Pro will come here? Yeah. I think that's what they're up to at the moment. They keep making little changes. There's now on there, like, because there was no kind of returns process before. They just encouraged people to, like, there was a process. You could return stuff. You just had to upload your tracking or something, but you wouldn't get your shipping back. And with distance selling, if you're a business, you have to pay for one of the shippings legally. And I've seen something on there where you can now, you can offer partial refunds. There was something because, that's the other thing. So I had a silver bracelet recently, and it wasn't silver. It was really cheap knockoff, and also it was stamped 925 and it wasn't silver. And I said about it, I said, you shouldn't be selling this. It's clear, a really obvious fake. But then she didn't know. She said, I was selling it for a friend. And I said, well, I don't, Vinted say I have to return it, but really it should be in the bin. And she managed to buy my return label. Because when I went to buy, do you buy through Vinted? Something happened. I went in there and it was already paid for. So that's a new thing. So that's definitely them laying the grounds for it going pro, definitely. And they've been sending out little mini questionnaires or polls, haven't they, on the site? I'm sure I've answered something about pro questions, basically. They're definitely laying the ground, they're laying on something. Someone's laying down somewhere. They're all laying down. Oh, God alive. Sorry, Claire. The ads keep kicking you off. Can't see, that's a change as well, because I said the other week, like, it used to give me a warning and I could skip ads if I was live, and it's gone now. Neil, eBay needs to spend less on advertising car parts and sponsoring Love Island. What do you think? And spend some money hiring someone to punch some fucking sense into the item specifics teams. They could hire you for that. They could hire us lot. Should we go and punch some fucking sense into them? Oh God, the resellers have arrived. Yeah, we're really annoyed. Limelight. Oh, you could just resell as a hobby. I'm pretty much only reselling as a hobby at the moment. Set yourself a target, like a holiday, and resell to pay for it. That's how some people get into it, isn't it? They're like, oh, I need to help pay for my wedding or something. And then they end up going, oh, I could do this. Crispy, I had a nice sale last night. This morning, asking to cancel. Bloody knobhead. Give me their address. I'll go around there. Neil, don't let our I was just like, yeah, fair enough, Carol. But everyone else is trying to be more supportive. Don't let our doom mongering put you off on the whole. We have a blast reselling. There's a reason why we keep doing it, that's for sure. We're just here to vent a bit. Yeah, I mean, when you're in an employed job, I mean, everyone moans about that, don't they? Everyone moans about somebody at work or to each other. You're always out for a drunk and a bitch. Or maybe it was just me. Just sort of pig, lovely RJ. Neil, I'd sack everyone. Honestly, it does feel like in government and stuff, where you just go, are you absolutely joking me? What, do you have no common sense whatsoever? It's the same as when often in workplaces, the people on the ground can completely see what the F's going on. And you think, higher management, would you please, like on The Secret Millionaire, will you please come and do one of these jobs and listen to people, but secretly, and find out what the actual is going on? Because then you could make informed decisions, not just, somebody has given me a load of stats and I'm going to go, it's like a total lack of common sense, in my opinion. Right, I'm going to grab a couple of bits I sold. So that won't take long. But yeah, I did have a couple on Vinted after the lovely lady bought some bits on Saturday. I think it was Saturday. How do I get to my orders? Funnily enough. So I've sold a cashmere jumper since then. Oh no, that is all I've sold since then. Those Arquette t-shirts that I bought, I tried one on and I wore one and I was like, no, they're not a good fit on me. I think they were like men's ones that were $2.99 each. I literally bundled them up. Two of them, I just stuck them on V, and someone offered me 12 quid and I just took them. So I thought, well, I've doubled my money. Oh yeah, okay, right. It's one of the skirts. Hang on about. I'll get that. Okay. I'm a roller. I roll everything. I feel like it gets less creasy. So yeah, I actually bought this from Ministry of Thrift. I think I'd bought something else, or I'd won something, or I'd already paid for my shipping somehow, and no one was bidding on it. I was like, that's blooming ridiculous. It's 100% cashmere, John Lewis men's jumper, and it looked in good nick. And I was like, and yeah, it's not shrunk or anything. I got it for £4. I was just like, I'll bid on it then. And I literally, because it only cost me £4, I had it on for like 22 or something. Somebody offered me 15. I'm like, £11 profit. Yeah, I'll take it. Thank you. Because obviously it's going to be going into summer as well. So, well, spring and summer. So that's that. So they've got a good deal as well, which is nice. And then one of the skirts, one of the Peruvians, it was getting lots and lots. There was like a dress on me. Lots and lots of favourites, some real lowball offers. Some woman actually being rude who lowballed me, and I just declined it because I thought we're too far apart, can't be asked. And then I got a message from her saying, are you prepared to negotiate on this item? So I sent her like what was a reasonable offer. She ignored me and somebody else put an offer in. I'm like, yeah, thank you. So yeah, that went for 25. Yeah, 15 and 25. And then let's do a little switchy around. Let's find out what I actually managed to sell on eBay. Oh yeah, it's meant to be asking me anything. So well, put some questions in if you've got any. I know that I tell you everything anyway, so there's probably not much to ask. Yeah, 2 sales, 2 rings. So, oh yeah, one was a return that had, even though I've paid Royal Mail to redirect for a year, and this was well after the redirection had started, it went to the old address and did not get redirected. I had 3 blooming returns up there, you know, silver in pouches that didn't get redirected. So that's my moan about that. That's that one. Yeah, really nice, kind of modernist amber. Got returned, and that sold for £30 per ship. So it's an absolutely fine stand-up sale, that. And as is the next one. It's just there's not enough of them. So I don't know. Yeah, do I just need to list more than I am? Some people might. I mean, do say if you're watching, or if you're on the big telly, do Insta me and say just need to list more flour, because I will listen. And this is the other one. Nice. Well, see, power rings finally, because I love a power ring. Finally, it's time. Power rings are going to be in a nice big size as well, and that's gone incredibly for £33.50 plus shipping. I'm like, that's a really good amount for a ring. What made me? I mean, it's nice, but maybe it's such a big size. Don't know what made me price it at that, but anyway, that's sold. So must have rated it. But that's it. Two big rings. But, right, let's have a slurp. Oh yeah, we've done half an hour. We can all be released soon. Let me just catch up. Neil, I subscribe to the eBay for Business YouTube channel. Oh God, is it boring as shite? It does nothing but piss me off if I ever want
if I ever went to one of their road shows, I'd probably end up throwing my shoes at the wankers on stage. If you do go to a road show, and that's likely, please let me know. It sounds like a great spot. Yeah, yeah, no. Well, I mean, the lady that was mentor, like that startup scale up, she was lovely, and she did explain everything, and it all makes sense. I think they just don't have the traffic. Oh gosh, yeah, Vinted Pro. God, the idea of, because I'm almost at the stage of like, if I just got to go back to clothing, because I really like selling jewellery, but it's really tough to make it work. I really do want to make it work, but need money at the end of the day. So, I don't know. Yeah. Claire, I listed a top on Vinted and got a message from seller saying, "Do you want it or what?" Was that favorited a top? It's unbelievable, isn't it? It's unbelievable. It's like some people are like, God, how do you must get in a right mess in life if you go around like that all the time. Must be, I mean, I get into trouble, but your life must be even worse than mine. Chris and Neil just planning a little shoe football match with the eBay staff heads. Jewel, how did you get on with the girls being away for a week? Oh, that's a good question. Thank you. Actually, so, I mean, I have the fear. I always have the fear. I'm not very good at night on my own. Like, I always think someone's breaking in. But there's some great things about being on the second floor. So I've got a door downstairs to the main building, and there's one of the flat which is empty now. So I double lock that front door, and then I've got another door up here, which to the inner part of my flat, like I go from the stairs up, so I can double lock that as well. And then I go round. I know it sounds ridiculous. I look under all the beds and in all the wardrobes and behind doors, mid-evening, satisfy myself there's no froggers there. Oh, my effing word, what was that? So it was like a massive, maybe it's just a load of leaves, like a massive creature coming towards the window. Satisfy myself there's no froggers in there or under beds or anything. So I'm like, right, I can. And then I hear a lot of noises anyway because of like cars and drunks and stuff. Well, not really drunks so much, but occasionally, like, there's two pubs like ends of my road, which is great. Like, might hear somebody on their way back from the pub, but I don't. I'm fine with that. So actually, that was really good. That's the best I've ever been, because when I was at Lady Joan, it was quite big, and I would always think, well, somebody could have got in and be in a cupboard in another room. I did have a problem with somebody once, many years ago. Yeah, many years ago. That was pretty bad. My brother came down with a cricket bat. No, is it cricket bat? No, a baseball bat. That's another story. And then in terms of, so I spoke to them, mostly videoed, really like FaceTime every day, and they were having such a good time that I was really chuffed that they were having such a great, half term away. And I filled my time and I was doing stuff, and so it was all right. It was all right overall, which is good. Connie did a plunge into the ice, like they cut a hole in like a square in the, is it the frozen Baltic Sea, in the ice, and they have proper like bars, like you would go down into a pool. A lady organises it there because it's up in the north near the Arctic Circle, and she did a nice plunge, and they drove their great uncle's tractor, and like were scooping snow, and they also drove another great uncle's snow scooter, and they went cross-country skiing and downhill skiing, so they had a great time. Oh, and they brought, oh my God, let me just show you, they brought loads of Swedish bread back and chocolate. Freaking yes. Oh, that's what I'm having for breakfast. There's some of those like cinnamon rolls as well, and they brought loads of, I know you can get this in IKEA now, but they brought loads of, what does that say that? Caviar, it's usually called. It's like fish paste. And this, oh my God, I love this Polar Carcass bread. Oh, it's so nice. So there's loads of that in the freezer as well. Like basically, and Harbour Good are this, which is a bit like Crave cereal. They brought like a whole, and booze. They brought a whole suitcase of food and drink back. Sorry, that was probably more than you bargained for. I had a box of treats for them when they got in, like things I've been buying for them off of Whatnot. Did you eat all the no, Julie? I didn't even eat all the mini eggs. And yesterday, Connie was laying on the sofa eating mini eggs. And I said, "Did you see? I didn't eat them all." She's like, "Yeah." She was impressed. I had some. But, yeah. Neil, I block anyone who's rude. Oh, did I miss something? Oh yeah, I had a potential. I don't think I got that many people blocked on Vinted. It's eBay where I seem to have most of the shitheads. I had a potential buyer open a message with, "Hey, bro," the other week, instant block. You might just been being friendly, Neil. Delete. Delete. Block. Good morning, Georgie. Hope you're well. George did a marathon selling session with Pips to the Flipster on Whatnot the other day. Does that mean you're going to do a Whatnot now then, George? And if so, what category? Yeah, that was good. I only popped him. Good morning, Bills and Moon. Oh, well, sounds like, yeah, they did have a great time. Yeah, so I was really pleased. Yeah, they also saw some Swedish family that went down to, Fagersta. So they flew into Stockholm, went down to Fagersta, then where Tom's parents' house up there is right up in the north near the Arctic Circle. So then they got a flight from Stockholm to Luleå and then drove up. Yeah, I missed seeing all that snow. I've got to get myself to a skiing thing. I was thinking of going on a can you go on like a single? It's all coming out now. Can you go on like a single skiing trip? Because I'd freaking love that. Yeah. Georgie, maybe I'm still waiting for them to get back to me. Oh, they might take a little while. Oh, did you go through Pips? Make sure you went through a link because you'll both get a kickback for that. Yeah, right, I'm going to wrap it up. Yeah, nothing to impart there. I was just wondering if I had anything useful to say at the end. No, just same old really. Yeah, I'm going to package up my tiny offerings to the parcel shop. Yeah, have a great day. I hope you have some sales. I'm sure I'll be on Wittering on tomorrow morning. Our local radio station organises ski trips and single people do go. Where's that? I think I could do that because, of course, you've got all that activity to do, and if you don't get on with anybody on the trip, doesn't really matter because you're skiing and eating food and having glühwein in the evening, and all of that's fine for me. So, night, Dawn, Sherry, Paul. Bye bye, don't die. Have a lovely day, everybody.